We are live here in Times Square. It's New Comic Book Day at Midtown Comics and at comic book shops nationwide. But I hope you can stop by. Hope you can come on by. We've got some great new releases. I'm Henry, and I'm here to walk you through our wall, show you off to some of the greatest new hits from Marvel, DC, Boom, Dynamite, Image, IDW, and much more. So let's get started. So right off the bat, we've got Dark Horse Comics. Dark Horse this week has their hit Aliens Dead Orbit series from James Stokoe. The book is absolutely amazing. James Stokoe's art is some of the coolest art you'll see in comics these days. He doesn't normally do monthly interiors. So you got to take a look at this just to see the amount of detail that he pours into the book. His art is perfectly suited for the Aliens universe, and if anybody saw Alien Covenant and you're itching for more, you got to check out the series. Absolutely killer. A wonderful way to celebrate the Aliens franchise, and a great way to just have a good time and maybe see a chest burster or two. Walking down the wall, we also see we've got the latest installment of Joe Golem for the new series. We've got Lobster Johnson, the Visitor, How and Why He Stayed. And then we hit DC Comics, and right off the bat, we've got some great new collections. We've got The Dead Man, Dark Mansion of Forbidden Love miniseries that came out a couple months back, all collected in one trade paperback. We also have the hit Doom Patrol series by Gerard Way and Nick Darrington. Very cool series, very reminiscent. If you're a fan of the classic Grant Morrison series, definitely a fun way to honor that book. It's really cool, too. The collection is actually printed on the old newsprint style paper. So for fans of the old DC paper, which I know I am and a lot of the guys here, it's really cool, and it's a nice throwback to the original series. We have a pretty small week from DC, so we've got some big books, though, with Flash doing The Color of Fear, new story from Joshua Williamson and Carmine DiGiandomenico. We've got the collection for Hal Jordan, The Green Lantern Corps, Volume 2. If you watched our video from last Friday, we talked about the book a little bit. Really great series. Then more from Harley Quinn, the classic Suicide Squad series, the latest of the mid-2000s Supergirl line that they've now, this is now Volume 3 of the series, so we're getting deep into the book. Really cool, really great to check it out. And, of course, we have the conclusion of the Lazarus Contract storyline, the four-part crossover between Titans, Teen Titans, and Deathstroke. We end it here in the Teen Titans special. We get to see just what Slade Wilson has in store for the Teen Titans. And if we make it just a little bit further, we hit Wonder Woman. Of course, Wonder Woman is the character that everybody's talking about this week. It's a big week for Wonder Woman. We have the Wonder Woman Annual this week, which is great for people who are checking out the movie this weekend. It features 4 different stories that are all highlighting the Princess of Themyscira in different ways. We've got great art from a variety of creators, Stephanie Hans, Nicholas Scott, and definitely really cool. You should check this out if you're going to see the Wonder Woman movie this weekend. Also, if you're checking out the Wonder Woman movie this weekend, you got to be checking out the John Byrne run, one of the classic runs on the character. Really fun, really great. Just good to see that so much Wonder Woman is being recollected as the character is exploding into cinemas this weekend. As we continue down the wall, we hit some of the big hits from Boom. We've got the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Annual. For anybody who's been reading the series, it's really fun. Last year's Annual was absolutely incredible. It's great to see they're doing more. We've got the Rick and Morty series from Oni Press. And then we make our way over to the Blood Bowl series from Titan. It's a brand new issue number 1. Looks absolutely fantastic. A lot of fun. We've got trolls playing football. What's not to love? As we make our way down, we've got the latest issue in Biff to the Future. Biff to the Future is, of course, exploring the timeline from Back to the Future 2. So if you liked Back to the Future 2 and you want to check out more, really fun, really cool. And it's actually written by Bob Gale, who was the original writer for the movie, and Derek Fridolfs, who's done a number of great books with DC over the years, including their Batman Beyond series for years. So definitely a good book to check out. We've got the latest installment of Daveocracy and Judge Dredd, as well as, and this is great, the Funko Universe edition of Judge Dredd. So maybe if you're looking into checking out a bit more of a whimsical take on the character, it's something you'll want to indulge in. It's a lot of fun. It's really great. The IDW has been putting out a number of these Funko style books this month. They did Strawberry Shortcake, they did the X-Files. Really great, really cool for Funko collectors and for comic book collectors. If you're a Judge Dredd fan and maybe you want to have something you can hand off to somebody who's new to the franchise, this is a great goofy take to hand it off. It's a lot of fun. It's this silly, and I think that honestly we can always have a little bit of fun with the things we love. Going down the line, we have some great graphic novel collections up here, including Lennon, the New York years, this amazing oversized deluxe hardcover, absolutely great graphic novel on, of course, John Lennon of the Beatles from IDW. This is a $20 hardcover. This is a huge hardcover for only $20. Really great. And, of course, going back over here, if you're still excited for the Wonder Woman movie, which I'd imagine you are, you've got to check out the art of the movie. The Wonder Woman movie is getting great reviews so far, coming out this weekend. And if you are already frothing at the mouth for more, you got to check out the art book. Really cool, really great. It's an artistically driven movie and something that has great visuals for you to ogle. Then we got a couple other cool collections over here. Kingsway West. It looks like we're actually running low. That means the book is flying off the shelves because Greg Pak is absolutely dominating the stands with it. So making our way back over here to some more IDW titles, we've got the Mirror Broken storyline that is examining the next generation cast of characters in the famous Mirror Mirror universe. Really cool, really great if you're a fan of the series. And now, as we hit Transformers to LR1 and the X-Files, we're in Image. Now, right off the bat, we've got a great collection from Image. We've got Bitch Planet. The Dystopian Future is an amazing book. It is a mature series, so maybe not for the kids if the title wasn't indicative enough. But it's a really great series by Kelly Sue DeConnick. Absolutely great. Highly recommend it. And it's also only $15 for the book. Super great. One of my favorite titles over at Image. Then we keep going down the wall. We've got Black Road. Black Science with its very cool Spawn variant cover that Image has been doing all month long. This one actually might be one of my favorites. I like seeing the studded, I don't even know what you would call them, the studded just gauntlets all over his body. Are really cool, really fun. Rick Remender has been working on Black Science for years and has been doing an amazing job. It's a fan favorite. And we hit Hadrian's Wall, the Image Plus magazine. If you want to find out about all the hot Image books before they hit the stands, this is the book to check out. Looks like there's going to be a special article on Todd McFarlane, who has been with Image Comics since its founding, celebrating 25 years of Spawn. Then we've got the latest Kill or Be Killed. Of course, Greg Rucka's Lazarus and Marjorie Liu's Monstrous.
Wait, this is not Greg Katzman. You're not Greg.
I'm not Greg, no. It is, looks like everybody's favorite, Vic Melendez.
Oh, man. In. Oh, hello. Oh, it's Enrique. It's Enrique. He used to work with us. It's Enrique.
It is, in fact, the formerly known.
As Enrique.
Yes.
You're owned by Henry now, right?
I am.
All right, fair enough.
What books did you check out this week?
Aliens Dead Orbit #2 came out this week with James Stokoe. We got a full two chest burst scenes, which look amazing from Stokoe. The art, the color, just he knows how to draw. Yeah. He knows how to. It's a really fun book. If you guys are not reading that, you guys got to read it. Also, Dustin Weaver has a new anthology that just came out from Image that I'm easily picking up. I gotta read this. It's one thing I like about anthologies is that you usually get just different stories from different creators who are willing to do something different. And right now, this looks right up my alley. And for $5.99, you're getting like 3 solid stories. Dustin Weaver, if you guys are not familiar with him, he did a lot of the art with Hickman on Avengers, also Amazing Spider-Man before Superior, and also during Superior, he worked on a bit for that. And Doom Patrol. This week, I'm definitely picking up that Doom Patrol trade.
Yeah, I was just talking about the amazing paper quality on it and how it is an instant purchase because it's for old school fans. It's really a treat.
Yeah, well, once I saw that, I realized, wow, that's different. You don't get to see that anymore, especially on a brand new book that was printed on like the regular glossy type paper that comes out from everything, from Marvel and DC. So that was a nice surprise. I'm definitely picking that up, and I'm looking forward to it. You guys should read it too if you guys are big fans of Gerard Way, which you seem to be because you guys all come in asking for Gerard Way stuff. So we have Doom Patrol ready for you guys. So come on in and get it before it sells out.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's great. Thanks for
You're welcome.
popping in, saying hey.
Yeah, yeah. Best of luck.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
As we continue down the wall, we've got some more great hits from Image. We've got Romulus. We've got the newest edition of Saga from Brian K. Vaughan and Fiona Staples. Of course, it's one of the most talked about books. It has been for 5 years now. Absolutely great. Every issue is a great chance to check it out. And actually, I think this is really cool. Fiona Staples gets top billing. That is really cool for the artist to get top billing. Then we're going to take a peruse up on top. We're going to see some great independent collections that have come out. We've got Winona Earp for fans of the TV show. Yakuza Demon Killers, a very cool new series. The Elephant Men, of course. And then we have some signed editions of Nick Spencer's Fix work. These are available both in our store, and a number of these are available on our website. So if you go to midtowncomics.com, you'll be able to find a lot of books from Nick Spencer. He did a signing with us last week for 5 point. Oh, for this is here. Apparently, we have sold out online, but of the Fix, but we've of Secret Empire. I'm sorry. But we've got great books from him. He was very cool and did a signing with us for the 5 Points Festival, which was a great blast. Moving down, we've got the conclusion of Revival from Tim Seeley and Mike Norton, a great series that wrapped up a couple months ago. We've got The Avengers 4. Now, this was a fun book from Marvel that was actually a retelling of the early days of the Avengers with Cap's Kooky Quartet, which was Captain America, Hawkeye, Quicksilver, and the Scarlet Witch. It was a fun re-examination of their past, but also looks like it might have some major implications for the present-day Avengers books. For anybody who's been reading the current Avengers title, you'll see that the mysterious Avenger X may be coming into play soon. We've also got Young Avengers by Alan Heinberg and Jim Chung. If you are going to see the Wonder Woman movie this weekend and you like the writing, Alan Heinberg is the writer for both the movie and for Young Avengers. This is one of my favorite books from when I was younger. A great series by superstar artist Jim Chung. Definitely an instant purchase for me. I've already grabbed my copy. It was a absolute given. But it's a really great series for fans of the Avengers who maybe want to see a younger interpretation. It's got classic characters like Doctor Doom and Scarlet Witch, as you can see here. And Jim Chung puts in so much detail. The book is well worth the money. Absolutely incredible. It's not even that much. It's only $35 for an absolutely phenomenal miniseries that was produced a couple years ago during Marvel's Heroic Age. An absolute favorite for me. And then we've got some more signed books from the 5 Points Festival. We've got Nick Spencer's Captain America, and of course the wonderful work of Mike Hawthorne on Deadpool. But now we're going to take it back a step, and we're going to actually take a look at some of the books that Marvel and Image are putting out this week. We've got the tail end of Image with Southern Cross and with Think Tank, and then we hit Marvel, and we have Occupy Avengers by David Walker and Gabriel Hernandez Walta. Really cool series. If you liked Vision, this is what Walta is doing these days. It's a really great series. It's showing an examination of Hawkeye from a more grounded perspective as he travels across the country. Really cool, really fun. And it's great because we get to see the Skrulls. The Skrulls haven't been used in a while. So for anybody who's been missing out on those nefarious villains from Secret Invasion, they have reemerged and are hidden amongst us. Really great series. And then we find ourselves with Sam Wilson, Captain America, of course, tying in with Secret Empire, the major story from Marvel right now that's been building up in the Sam Wilson series. So now Sam Wilson has been brought into the conflict that has unfolded across America. Really cool. Nick Spencer is doing a great job of exploring the story on multiple fronts. And this week we get to see it in a couple different books, but we'll get to later. But with the Sam Wilson book, we get to see Sam's perspective, and clearly things look pretty dour. No longer draped in the flag. Sam Wilson is a man on his own, and I'm really excited to see what the story has in store. We also have Deadpool, number 31. It is tying in with Secret Empire as well from Gary Dugan. Really cool for fans of Deadpool. Deadpool often stays on the sidelines during these big stories, so it'll be really fun to see him front and center. Of course, Deadpool versus Punisher. And to conclude our Deadpool love, we've got Deadpool the Duck. That's right, it happened. Deadpool, Howard the Duck, a weird cross-fusion baby that the world never knew they wanted. Absolutely hilarious, really fun, and also cool because it's a bit more lighthearted for Deadpool. Dark humor isn't unknown to the character, and with Deadpool the Duck, he's really being goofy, really being silly. We also have the first issue of Dennis Hopeless on Doctor Strange with Nico Henriken on art. I believe I'm pronouncing that correct. The art on this is incredible, and I have to show you because Nico Henriken is an amazing artist and is just really doing a great job of showing off a lot of the really mystical aspects of Doctor Strange's world as Doctor Strange struggles with being cut off from magic in the darkness of Secret Empire. Really cool. If you've been reading the Secret Empire story and maybe want to check out some new material from Doctor Strange, maybe you're looking to jump on, new writer, new artist, and it's a great opportunity to get in on the ground level with a brand new run. I've read it. I loved it. It's a great series and a really cool way to continue the franchise. We also have the latest issue of Gamora with this amazing Assad Ribic cover art. I'm a sucker for anything Assad Ribic does the cover for. Absolutely killer. And then we've got the conclusion of the Mother Entropy miniseries for Guardians of the Galaxy. It was a 5-week, 5-issue miniseries to celebrate the 5 Wednesdays of the month. Really fun, and it's by Jim Starlin and Alan Davis, two classic cosmic creators that have worked on the Marvel Universe for years and years. Of course, Jim Starlin created Star-Lord in the first place. So very cool, very fun. Then we've got a couple more great hits. We've got Gwenpool. We've got the Hawkeye trade paperback from Kelly Thompson. Absolutely great series. I've bought every issue, and I bought the trade paperback, so definitely gets my seal of approval. We've got the Hulk series and Infamous Iron Man for anybody who wants a chance to check out Doctor Doom and a good jumping on point. Infamous Iron Man shows Doom trying to take on a more heroic role. But of course, as the title Infamous Iron Man implies, he's maybe not the most heroic man on the planet. Really cool series, really fun. As we continue down, we've got Man-Thing. We've got the latest installment of Moon Knight by Jeff Lemire. I believe this may be the conclusion of the series. I'm just going to take a moment to flip through and see. But yeah, I believe this is in fact the conclusion of Jeff Lemire's landmark run on the title. It's been really great with Greg Smallwood on art. Really cool, really trippy. It's nice to see such a interesting examination of a character with mental illness and seeing the aspects of his personality that pop up from time to time. Really cool. As you can see by this cover, we get to see all the different fragments of Mark Spector's personality clashing with one another, whether he be a cabbie, a superhero, or a spaceman. Moon Knight is a great series you got to check out. It just wrapped up. 14 issues. That's a really easy run to check out the entirety of. Definitely check it out. There are 2 trade paperbacks. One of them just came out last week that collect the series, so it's easy. We've got Secret Empire Uprising, which is a number of stories that'll be tying in with the main Secret Empire narrative. And of course, here's Secret Empire itself. We've got this killer cover by Andrea Sorrentino showing the Hydra-ized version of Thor. Really cool. Andrea Sorrentino, of course, doing the interior art on this issue as well. For everybody who read last issue, there are a lot of questions that need to be answered, and fans are demanding to know. And this is, of course, the book where you can find it. Nick Spencer has been telling this grand adventure of a story for over a year now, and now we finally get to see where Captain America's loyalties lie and where the story is headed for its final, or for its transitional arc, for the middle of the road. But very cool, very fun series. We've got the newest Spider-Gwen and Darth Maul, and then we're going to take a look up top to see some of the great collections from Marvel. We've got Volume 3 of Squadron Supreme, of course, the conclusion of that series by James Robinson. We've got the Ultimate Spider-Man Ultimate Collection, Volume 7. This is actually some of my favorite material in the series. Fun fact about me is that I have 15 hardcover collections of Ultimate Spider-Man. I have the entire original series in single issues as well. One of my favorite comics of all time, and this is some of my favorite material. We get to see Black Cat popping into the series, and it's really funny what happens in this story, actually. It's really fun. We get to see Spider-Woman, and, of course, for more Spider goodness, we get the Clone Saga, Book 4, Ben Reilly front and center on the cover. We've got Solo, and we've got a new collection for the Runaways, reprinting the original series for people who maybe saw the Runaways teaser image or have maybe been keeping an eye out for those new teasers Marvel's been putting out for the new book. There's some great stuff. Checking it out. But over here, it looks like we've got our very own V. V, how's it going?
You look different, Greg. Are you all right? Damn, dude.
You know, it's amazing.
How's it going, Henry? How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Secret Empire, what'd you think about it?
Secret Empire is great, really cool, really curious to see what the implications are for the book going forward. What did you think?
I thought it was phenomenal. There's also a cool little Wu-Tang reference in there. I thought was a lot of fun. But it really goes into what we found out the last issue with what's happening with Steve Rogers
With
and
crazy cliffhanger.
Yeah. I don't want to get too much into it just in case people haven't read it, but definitely give it a chance. It is phenomenal. Secret Empire, Nick Spencer. Thank you. It's really good, man.
Well, I'm really glad to hear that it's got the V seal of approval, because V has been loving the Secret Empire story. So if V is like the barometer. If he's excited for the book, that means that the book is still pumping out on all cylinders.
Oh, absolutely. The art is still fantastic. I just can't wait to see where they go with it next, man. It's so good.
Very cool. Did you check out any other great books this week?
Oh, of course. You know I had to give Jeff Lemire some love with Thanos and Moon Knight. Both excellent books, by the way, especially Moon Knight. That is a very, very trippy mind bender of a book because, man, like you just never know what's going on with it, and it's just phenomenal. You guys should definitely check that out, too.
So that's 2 for Moon Knight. That means check it out, because I'm also a big Moon Knight fan. Lemire's run has been great.
Oh, yeah, it's really good. The second volume just came out last week, too.
It did.
Yeah, if you guys want to catch up, definitely check out the trades.
Yep. Well, thanks for popping in.
Thank you, Henry.
So as we conclude some of our Marvel titles, we'll see the latest installment of Dr. Aphra. We've got Han Solo as they're doing the Screaming Citadel crossover storyline. Is really fun, really cool. Of course, we've got Thanos that has the V seal of approval. And then we have the brand new Cable series from James Robinson and Carlos Pacheco. Really cool. It's a really cool take on the character because Cable, of course, is the time-displaced champion. He is a future warrior, as his action figure packaging says here. And it's really great because we get to see him traveling through time, and we get to see him doing some Western stuff, doing some samurai action. Really great. Of course, the second issue of Gen X. I loved the first issue of this series. I'm actually going to show you the art for a moment because I think the art is one of the best selling points for the series. Really cool, really detailed. I will say that it's Amilcar Pina and Christina Strain who is doing the writing for it. Really cool, really great. Of course, we have Bling here. We've got Jubilee, and it's really great. We've got Shark Girl. I love Shark Girl. If anybody read Wolverine of the X-Men, she's a really fun character.
Is she?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
She's great. And we get to see Chamber. For fans of the classic Gen X series, Chamber has reemerged.
Chambers in Generation X?
Of course. It wouldn't be Gen X without some of the originals.
I have not seen him since the Chuck Huston run in Uncanny.
Yeah, I believe that was the last time that he was actually used. It has been a while for Chamber. I think he was used in one of the tie-in books with Civil War, I think in The Order or something like that. He was in one of those that I can't recall. But, yeah, we've got some really great books this week. Chamber's back, and that's exciting. It's a previews week. We get to look at the books that are coming out, get real excited. Of course, we've got some big hits coming this summer, Dark Days Metal. Everybody's excited for. But for this, sweating, the fire of the image is going through and getting to you. But that's going to be about it for this week, wrapping us up. We've got some great titles. I just want to remind you all before I go that we do have Wonder Woman Day this Saturday at our Midtown Comics downtown location. We're going to be doing a huge signing with Cliff Chang, Phil Jimenez, and Brian Azzarello. It's going to be really fun, Really exciting, and we're going to have lots of stuff to give away. It's a really fun opportunity for you to get to meet the creators and celebrate Wonder Woman. Of course, Wonder Woman has her movie coming out this weekend. Really excited for that. We want everybody to go out and check it out. But come into the store, pick up some Wonder Woman comics while you're excited for the film. Get them to hold you over, and just come on by afterwards and tell us what you thought. So that's going to do it for us here at Midtown. Thank you so much. Stop on by, check out some great books, and yay Wonder Woman. Check it out this weekend.